So if you're making a computer game and you want one of your levels to look like a real place, you'll often go to the real place and take loads of footage and photographs so that you've got plenty of reference. So when you go back to your game's design studio, you can look at all the pictures and film and make your level look as real as possible. Now, in order to get reference footage for an upcoming game called Unrecord, the lead developer strapped a police body cam to his chest and filmed himself walking through this abandoned factory like he was a character in the game. Then he gave this footage to his level designers to recreate the factory in Unreal Engine 5. Only he didn't. I'm sorry guys, I've just lied to you. Forgive me. That wasn't what he filmed. What I just showed you was the actual game. Let's go back and have another look. Just look at this. The first time I realised this was a game, I got goosebumps. Like, for reals, no tricks, this is computer generated. Look at how the changes in light affect the exposure of the camera, and it takes a while to adjust. Stick around for a minute and I'll show you some different examples of breathtaking computer graphics in a second. Now, I absolutely love gaming. I'm always doing it instead of writing YouTube video scripts. You know, the thing that I want one day to actually pay my bills. Hey, maybe I should start like a gaming channel. Then I'll be creating content while playing games. Why have I not thought of this before? Anyway, this video has been circulating online and so many people didn't believe it was a game and thought it was real life footage someone was trying to pass off as a game. The developer released a special video showing them flying around the environment just to prove that it was actually computer graphics. You have to admit, this is pretty insane. I mean, the people that say we're living in a simulation, I'm starting to see how they could be right. And if you were plugged into a simulation and your brain was directly exposed to the internet so hackers could see your brainwaves, I'd probably recommend some kind of software to protect your data on the internet. No sponsor dance, no sponsor dance. I mean, there has to be some kind of software out there, right, that would encrypt all your browsing data before leaving your computer so bad actors couldn't intercept your information or see your real IP address? Some kind of really simple software that could make it even look like you were in a different country so you could get that country's streaming content. Only something like that existed that I could tell you about in exchange for financial compensation from the company that provided it. Anyway, I remember when this came out and thought, man, this is like photorealistic. How can graphics get any more real? I obviously wasn't very experienced, shall we say, at that point. Contrast that with this. Even now, I'm still asking myself if I've actually been tricked here. But no, this is the same game. So why does this look so real? What witchcraft is this? Couple of things. First off, it's made with software called Unreal Engine 5. The other examples I'm going to show you in a second are also built using Unreal Engine 5 too, and it's fast becoming the industry standard for building virtual worlds for use in games and on TV. Lots of scenes in shows like The Mandalorian take place in front of a huge screen called a volume that's basically just showing worlds created inside the Unreal Engine game engine. Compared to game engines of the past, Unreal makes it super simple to build 3D environments, and it takes care of all the lighting and shadows and everything for you automatically. Unreal Engine is also free to use. This is actually starting to sound like a sponsored segment, and you can download it now and start playing with it, but it does have a pretty steep learning curve. I actually used Unreal Engine in one of my earliest videos where I go through a Stargate to visit my friend in a parallel universe to ask him to build a ghost detector. Yes, I did that, don't judge me, I'm very proud of it. The whole environment was made in Unreal Engine and I learned to green screen us into it. Those weren't the other amazing graphics examples that I was going to show you, don't worry. So back to this, why is it so good? Well, for starters, the body cam fisheye effect and the purposely incorrect exposure makes it look like it's actually been filmed on a body cam. Secondly, notice how it's obviously not just someone jerkily controlling the camera with a keyboard and mouse, which is a common giveaway to computer graphics. This camera movement looks a lot more organic, like it's actually being tracked in from someone's actual movement, as if the camera was really strapped to a person. Thirdly, and I'm not sure if this has been confirmed yet, and I'm possibly about to open up a can of worms here with people that know a lot more than I do, but the top theory is that the environment and possibly everything in it has been made with something called photogrammetry. Photogrammetry is where you take loads of photos of a real object and then feed them into special software that uses algorithms to work out the dimensions, the shapes, the colours and textures of an object, and will then create you a very highly detailed 3D model, which is a whole other level above just strapping a picture onto a cube inside your game engine. So this, coupled with Unreal Engine's general awesome level of image processing, makes this look super realistic and immersive. And it'll be possible to make all games this photorealistic. It will be like actually taking part in a film. Man, can you imagine horror games I think I might actually hit myself. I promised more graphics examples, and this one is called Cliffwood Village, and it was released in April this year. So this one isn't from a game, this is someone's personal project to build the most realistic environment that they can. And obviously it's amazing, but I'd say it's not quite as realistic as the first one. You can see the shadows being painted in sometimes as you get closer to things, and it still has that kind of video game look to it. But again, the movement looks very organic, and I know you lot tend to be techie types, so you know what to look out for, but there's plenty of people out there that would believe this footage was real, I'm sure. I'll leave you with this example. This actually came out a year ago, and in 2.5 minutes redefined everyone's ideas about what was possible with computer graphics. It's another Unreal Engine 5 job, and again the camera motion looks like it's been physically recorded by a handheld device, and the exposure changes as it looks at bright and dark things, and of course the portrait aspect ratio makes it look like it's really been recorded on a phone. I'm confident that more people than not would believe that that was real. Go back 32 years to 1991. Oh my god. When Wolfenstein 3D came out, and look how far we've come. Considering technological complexity is increasing exponentially, what will the next 30 years bring us? I honestly can't even begin to imagine it. Hang on. I've never seen that in Wolfenstein before. What's that? Oh, you... I said it earlier, but the whole simulation theory isn't looking so crazy anymore. Did you see that? What the? What the? What the hell? This whole time I've been in here. Oh my god. What the? What the? Oh no. What the?